I'm gonna give you 4 of the best speed drills that you can use at home to improve your overall performance in basketball, and we're gonna start right now. Okay, so in the sport of basketball, we have to look at what that speed entails, and there's gonna be a buzzword here, a little term, transient speed. So we often think about speed as Asafa Powell or Usain Bolt sprinting down a 100-meter track, or even if we're thinking about football, think about a wide receiver taking off and having that type of long duration speed. Transient speed is a little bit more specific to basketball. So when we're breaking down Asafa Powell or Usain Bolt, we're looking at the start, the drive phase and acceleration, and then they're going into maximal mechanics. That never really happens. Max speed never happens on the basketball court. We have to look at that transient speed. Transient speed would be starting, stopping as quickly as possible, being as agile as possible. So there's gonna be more acceleration-based work. There's gonna be more work on reactiveness. There's gonna be more work on acceleration through different positions and through different angles and through lateral movement as well as forward and backwards. And so that's the main concept that we have to think about when we're understanding speed for basketball. Okay, everything's gonna be based off of starting, stopping, and then again, focusing on max acceleration. And that first key tip, before we even get into those 4 exercises, is that I recommend if you play basketball, 2 to 3 times a week, do sled pushes or sled pulls backwards. Try to strengthen your quads, try and strengthen your calves so that your body is able to absorb all of that energy. Your body's able to heal and recover from all of the different forces that your knees and your hips take on when you're jumping and when you're employing that transient speed on the court. Okay, so heading into that first key exercise, I like to think about Ja Morant, okay? Speedy point guard who just dominates with all of that transient speed throughout the court. And again, one of those big concepts too that we always like to refer to is dynamic trunk control. Watch basketball players make quick moves, watch how agile they are, and that's where dynamic trunk control comes into play. So if we want to be really, really reactive, the first exercise should be pogo jumps, okay? We want to warm up our ankle patterning. So we want to focus on stronger feet, a really nice mobile ankle joint. So our Achilles starts to warm up and that leads into our knees. And that's going to take us into pogo jumps, okay? So pogo jumps are done bilaterally and we want to think about when we land, okay, almost like mid-foot forward, okay? So if I'm just warming up, I want to get some speed work done, I'm at home, I'm in the driveway, I'm on the court, whatever it is, we can do 2 to 3 sets here, pogo jumps, 10 to 15 reps, really thinking about quick reaction. So here, okay, so really focus on reacting as quickly as possible, warming up your ankles, warming up your feet. Try to feel your ankles exactly like a pogo stick, okay? That's gonna help you react quickly. That's gonna help carry over to the court. Okay, that second key exercise, this is reminiscent of Kyrie Irving just breaking dudes' ankles, okay? So this is a movement that's really gonna help you focus on lateral acceleration and deceleration. And remember, the key factor behind speed is that we have to be able to control our deceleration. So we can use this exercise to enhance our ability to stop. And then as we loosen up and as we start to perfect it, we can do some stop drills, okay, some deceleration drills with this. And then we can focus on that quick amortization phase. So land and react as quickly as possible. And so we're gonna start here with kettlebell side jumps, okay? So if I'm here, I'm jumping, pausing. Don't do that. Pause. Pause, pause, and then as you get a little bit more advanced, you can start to rotate this, and again, dynamic trunk control. That's why Kyrie Irving is able to do what he does. He has great trunk stability, okay? So we're here, and we go a little bit harder. Boom. And then as we start to really loosen up, okay, so you can do that 5, 6 sets, get creative. 3 to 4 reps on each side, twice a week, you're gonna have great lateral movement. Our next movement is gonna be reminiscent of Giannis going coast to coast, okay? So we wanna look at this as a very complex movement. Let's say you go up for a rebound, you pull that down, and you've got to react as quickly as possible. So we're doing a depth drop, and this is, I think this is about a 12-inch box, but we're gonna be grounding bilaterally, jumping, and then landing unilaterally, okay? So what we can do here is just nice and easy, we'll walk through this. And if you're at, let's say you're at a park, right? You're at a basketball court, you don't have a box. There should be a bench, okay? You should be able to use a bench. And if you can't use a bench, one thing you could even do is like a little pogo hop. We go here, and then you'll go into the drill. I'll show you, that was a terrible demonstration. So let me demonstrate this first. If we do the depth drop here, okay, so we want to go nice and easy on that grounding. Try to think like soft landing. Soft landing, that's going to help you have a little bit more reaction. And you want to alternate back and forth. I landed on my right foot first after I grounded. Now this one I'm going to land on my left, so I'll go here. Okay, what we can do then is we can get a little bit more advanced, is we'll go here again. Okay, I'm going to get one more on my left to warm up. All right, and now what we can do is we can go double, double into a single. So here, double, double, single. And so landing bilaterally and landing unilaterally is gonna carry over really, really well to the court, because you never know how you have to ground depending upon what happens with your trunk. If you get a little bit off balance, you have to land on one leg, okay? So we've gotta be ready for that. We have to train these skills on the court and in the weight room. And so try to demonstrate this again. So here, okay, if I don't have a box, that's a little bit of a replacement. You go hop in place, jump, land unilaterally. I would say do this once a week and then slowly build into doing this exercise twice a week, 5 or 6 sets. Make sure your legs are ready, your knees are nice and warmed up, and you're able to absorb that energy effectively. So the next movement reminds me of Zach LaVine, one of the most athletic guys in the entire league, one of the most explosive freaks in the NBA. That's why he's also, I think that's why he's 2 or 3 times slam dunk champion. This is an exercise that you can use to improve your defensive movement. So you can be more explosive laterally. You can have a little bit more power moving side to side. Okay, so we're gonna start here, and we wanna think about grounding here, driving, and then continually going forward, okay, nice and explosive. So I'll show you this in somewhat fast time. So this would be a lateral power skip, okay? So we're here, we're plant, boom, right? Okay, try not to stutter step there at the end. And you wanna go down that right side. I'll try and demonstrate my left side if I can do this. So I'm here, boom. And then you pause when you ground at the other side. Okay, now you can add a crossover step, almost like javelin, where you have to be a little bit more explosive and you're actually crossing over with your feet. So you're here, plant. Okay, so that's gonna be a little bit more strictly crossover. I'll show that again because it's a little bit more advanced. I think both of these exercises are absolutely fantastic. As you can tell, I'm a little bit out of breath. So I'm here, plant, boom. Okay, so one of those key factors, you saw how I just grounded there, where it was a fast stop. That's key to basketball domination, right? You have to be able to apply force very, very quickly to decelerate and accelerate as quickly as possible. And that's gonna lead to improved play on the court. Okay, so get creative with this. Do this twice a week, okay? If you get to the court early, make sure that you get a really nice warm up in. You can do some sled work if you have a gym that has sleds. If you aren't at the gym, you could get on a hill and you can run backwards. That's gonna help the knees over toes, and that's gonna help when you plant and ground, you know, heading up for a layup, or if you're even coming down from a rebound. And if you need help with this, if you want to get better, you want to be as fast and as explosive as LeBron James, click on the link down below, head over to garagestrength.com, and you can pick up our basketball strength training program to help you be more explosive. And if you don't have a gym, we've got a body weight program available. Also down in the description, you can click on the link, head over to garagestrength.com, you can pick that up today, and just use your body weight to get as explosive and as quick as you possibly can. Remember guys, always cultivate your power. Peace.